Anyways, so the most basic statements we can make in C++ in the terminal are called cin and cout, where cin has to deal with taking input from the user, like a keyboard. We're typing in the terminal some keyboard stuff, like a string or whatever, and it stores as a variable. And cout is where we are printing a statement onto the terminal, and it's associated with the function of printing output on the terminal. So I wrote a little program here that demonstrates using cin and cout. The first thing that I do in this program is I include the library that uses cin and cout, called the IOStream library, and then I go ahead and initialize the program, and I declare a string variable called full name, and then I go ahead and use the first instance of cout. std is actually called the standard library for cin and cout, where I go on to ask what is your full name, preceded by a line break. But the more important thing to note is that this comparison, this double less than symbol, is called an insertion operator. Let me write that, insertion operator, and then I output a second line that asks to enter your name, and then I proceed to capture that input string by the user, and I send that through the input buffer using std cin, and then I store the data in the variable called full name. The second part of the program, I initialize an integer variable called age, and then I proceed to then print out how old are you. Second line, I ask to enter your age, and then for each line of code, I always end the C++ line of code with a semicolon. And then the difference with cin and cout is that we also, instead of using less than symbols, we use greater than symbols, and this is called the the extraction operator. So we use the insertion operator when we're doing cout, and we use the extraction operator when we're using cin. And then I go ahead and capture the age, and then more usage of the insertion operator, where I take this full line of output, and it's broken up into multiple parts of hello, the variable of the name, and then the string you are, and then the age, and then years old, and then I end the line, and then I return 0 to end the program. That's how you use cin and cout. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I hope to see you again. Thank you very much.